John from Toronto, Ontario. Hey, Johnny. Hey. Is that tired? That joke? And up, by the way, in Canada, in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the character's name is Gord Spiculi. Gord Spiculi. And he orders a ham and cheese breakfast sandwich from Tim Hortons to be delivered to the room. It's a little bit different up there. Dear Dennis, when a comedian visits a shrink, that reminds me of when I had my talk show on the Chicago Tribune and I got whacked after 6 months. But there was so much pressure, and I knew it was going to get whacked. So around 3 months in, I started seeing a shrink over in the, what are they called, the flats of Beverly Hills. Nice guy, Art. And he had to go up these steps to his office, which was above his garage. And sometimes, usually shrinks have a double door system where you don't run across the kook in front of you, because nobody wants everybody to know they're kooky. But this one, you had to go up the steps, and I went up and I bumped into this guy. He's coming down the steps, and I'm at this point, I'm Dennis Miller, and he looks at double takes. And so I go on my Chicago Tribune show that night, I do my monologue, and then at the end, I said, and to the guy who ran into me outside our shrink's office today on the steps, yeah, that was me, and I'm 10 times more screwed up than you. I remember thinking, nobody in America knows that, but there's one guy sitting at home just jumping up and down on the bed like Dennis Hopper when the team won in Hoosiers or something. When a comedian visits a shrink, is there often a little worried voice in the back of the comedian's head asking, what if in getting my psychological problems sorted out I stop being funny? Make that trade in a nanosecond. What else is there in life but being happy? I'd trade that in a second. I hear these people say, I don't want to give up if I get rid of my pain, I find I lose my tongue. First off, I can testify that's not true. Secondly, even on the front side of it, I think they must have not been having serious psychic pain, because you make that trade in a second. What else is your time on this pebble except to be happy? What is it, to be funny? Oh, kind of what happened with John Cleese 20 years ago. Oh, listen, I know John a little. I still see him. He's hysterical. Look how many people tell you I'm not funny now. I can't tell if they're real or I'm not funny. I feel funny. I feel like when I was funny before. And I watched that last special, and the jokes seem pretty sharp, but there are people out there who used to be my big fans telling you that he's just not funny anymore. So don't trust that funny, not funny judgment. That seems to be more of an intellectual, or it seems to be a prejudicial decision more than you'd think. I used to think it was an involuntary thing, laughing, but I can see now if the hatred's enough, you cannot get a laugh, you can't get water from a stone. But happy, you can't hide happy. You're walking around with that smile on your face. You can fudge funny, you can't fudge happy. Enjoy these samples of the Bathrobe Sessions, a weekly video available only to members of the DMZ, the Dennis Miller Zone, on DennisMillerRadio.com.